And welcome back to Lantern Corps. Today's Lantern Corps comes to us from a relatively newer subscriber, thank you, Newborn Viking, who asked the question, what is the Lantern Corps of Lucy from Elfen Lied? Now, Lucy's a very kind of difficult character to pin down a little bit, because Lucy kind of has a dual personality, and that makes Lantern Corps very hard to judge. Yeah, because on one side you have that very sweet, innocent girl that we see in the series, but on the other side you get the psycho murderer that we have. So, who, what, where, and where, why? How do we do this? For me, I think we can kind of combine the two to some degree. Now, let's get the ones right out of the way that she can't qualify for. Hey, happiness. This is not a girl who's been happy all her life. Can't do that. Shame. I briefly considered it, and I think she probably does feel, at least when she's not psycho, she does feel some shame for what she's done, but I don't think it's strong enough to really qualify for that core. Neither for life, even though she definitely is turns over a new leaf by the end. I don't think she can qualify for life. She is a hardcore killer, though. I don't think she could qualify for death, though. She isn't like the embodiment of it. And, you know, there's a lot of other Lantern Corps she could definitely qualify for in that regard. Will, I don't know. That one came off as weird to me for this one. I just don't think she really has the willpower or the overcoming great fear thing. At least because she flip-flops is the problem. So I don't know if we can count that one. Don't really count hope either. I don't think she's really the embodiment of hope. She might hold a little bit of hope when she's, in her peaceful mode, but I don't really think that works. Nor avarice. As far as we know, she doesn't really want for anything. So that leaves us with fear, rage, love, and compassion. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think what she does is necessarily out of love. I don't think love is the thing that motivates her. Maybe later on in the series. I didn't read all of Elfen Lied. I've only seen like the main bits of the anime. But I don't think love's what motivates her. Compassion, though, compassion's one you could consider. It's not one I actually put here. I only have the rage and yellow here. Spoilers. But compassion's one because you either need to be devoid of it or have it be your strongest trait. And when she's in psycho mode, she is pretty much devoid of it. But when she is nice, she's actually very, sweet and, compassionate on some level. So that could work. But honestly, I think you're down to one of these two right here. You're either fear or you're rage. Because she's going on a freaking killing spree out of sheer rage. I mean, she killed those kids out of anger when they killed the puppy. Why is that a trope, by the way? I say do kids. But seriously, do kids think it's like funny to just mutilate and hurt innocent animals, particularly like little baby animals? Like cats and dogs? Why do you little psychos out there think that's something that's fun to do? If I ever saw, I don't care how young you are, if you're anywhere from 18, I don't care if you're 99 to a 5-year-old. I see you doing that to an animal. Okay, I'm not going to beat the shit out of a 5-year-old, but it's like, you little poof, did you learn something? Yeah, no. But I'm like, okay, if you're 5, if you're like, say, under teenage years, words will be had. If you're in your teenage years, I might be going to jail for a little bit because I might have to choke a bitch. If you're 18 or above, well, goody. Now it's not child abuse. Now it's just assault. And you know what? I bet I could get off on the fence like, he was torturing an animal. I got that excuse. So, yeah, I don't know where that trope comes from. But, yeah, you want to talk about someone who probably has a lot of rage issues? Lucy from Elfen Lied has a lot of rage issues. And because of that, all the slaughtering she's done, even as a very nice, gentle person, fear would still be a qualifier for her because people see her and remember what she's done. She is an embodiment of fear at that level then. So, yeah, I think ultimately it would actually be a Yellow Lantern ring too, because she eventually lets go of the rage. If I remember correctly, she does like have a family and stuff like that. So she lets go of the rage. So I think yellow for fear has to be the Lantern Corps for Lucy here. And then when you get to like the end of the series, when she's got a family and stuff like that, maybe you could factor love into the equation or compassion. But for me, I would definitely go Fear, as we see her in the overall series, definitely. I mean, look at that image. That's someone you don't want to F with. So, yeah. Until then, though, that's my thoughts. What Lantern Corps do you think she would be in, though? Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. But it just might be a lunatic you're looking for. Until then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you folks for the next one.